Never in my wildest dream would I ever think of being in the Hawaii Hall of Fame. And the national one that's upstate New York. I thought about the Halls of Fame, not for me, but what it would be like to know those guys. In junior high school, I think I had an inferiority complex when it came to sports, because I just didn't have it. You know, I was a skinny marink. And so what I figured out was you don't have to be a great athlete or an athlete to be involved in sports. You can be the bat boy, the manager, the have to do this, the go for, but you're part of that team and you're on the field with them. So I ended up being the manager of the hockey team. My coach was an NHL referee, so he was quiet. So I had to yell the commands, and that's how I became a coach. And as a coach, you have to develop a program in your mind. What does this kid need today? His parents may be having problems at home, maybe a divorce, single parent. They need extra special attention. But you can't point them out and treat them that much different that other people know. You just do it in your way. Take them aside, take their parent aside. By doing this, they will become good, meaningful citizens of this community. That's when I get choked up, okay? AYSO soccer puts the kid before the sport. Other sports, the sport comes before the kid. But what is sports? Sports is for kids, is supposed to be developmental, to teach them sportsmanship, to teach them good teamwork, to teach them that if they make a mistake, it's no big deal. Your coach is the first authoritative figure outside of your father and mother at home. They don't know you from Adam, but you have to be their uncle. And that's why I'm called in the prison and sports, I'm Uncle Jack. My biggest contribution was Peter Chaffee, who brought soccer here, started the program in Haina, and he asked me and another guy to be founders of the program on the windward side. When we started, we only had 15 teams, and they were made all of boys. We didn't have, and they were 3-year increments instead of 2, because we didn't have enough coaches for girls. So we had limited fields. We played here at the boys' home and over in Haina, and we mixed it up. Peter Chaffee especially, who brought soccer, he and his wife Jackie would sit outside of supermarkets, pass out brochures. At one time, we had something like 20,000 girls and boys playing. Then the clubs came along. They were coaches who wanted to do more for the sport. They wanted to get into Olympic development programs. So we had a lot of publicity. Pele came to play at Aloha Stadium. I was fortunate enough to be coaching a team of young all-stars, under 12, and I taught all the kids to say, "Boa sorte, amigan," when Pele passed them. So that was in Portuguese. "Good evening, my good friend." Pele turns around and says, "Blah, blah, 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 blah," in Portuguese. My kids were shocked to this day. The Foti brothers and all those guys. Anyway, you know, so we had that. We had 25,000 people come to the field that night at Aloha Stadium. Well, ideally, we have the best weather in the world. Our facilities right now at Waipio Soccer Complex, where I was fortunate enough to turn the first shovel of dirt with Mayor Harris. If you go out now, this weekend, you will see all of these tents for all these teams. You'll have men, women, children, AYSO, and club teams playing out there. And it is ranked. We brought the national games here twice for adults. So they ranked it in the top 5 in the nation. They just loved it. When Waipio was first finished, I went out there and I nearly cried. My Irishness would get the best of me. I thought it was in Ireland. It was a sea of green. And to this day, when I go out there, say on a Sunday, and I see all those fields and all those people, I feel the same lump in my throat and tear in my eye. No, I'm proud of being called Mr. Soccer. Back in the old days, I was lucky enough to have Aku listen to me, okay? I could call him up and I could say, okay, the sign-ups are for soccer, AYSO are here and there and everywhere. And he just loved it. So everybody heard me. I mean, I was on 4 radio stations every week that telling them where the sign-ups would come. I don't mind them calling me Mr. Soccer. There are plenty Mr. Soccers, but I was the first guy to ring the bell.